Well, before I leave the form fill altogether, I just want to show you some neat functionality that we have that can really speed up test creation because we have this reverse regexp engine to generate data. So in this, you also have a field mapping. So here you can add, we already pre-populated prices, weeks, and whatever, but these are just examples. You would create your own attributes with your own field mappings, right? That would be perhaps a zip code, perhaps your address format for where you are, phone numbers, and then you can use them and actually auto-generate data fills. So let's do fill form auto-generated. So this is just really how you can, if you really want to create a test quickly, this is how you'll do it. So here we'll go ahead and just hit save, and I'll hit, first you'll hit here to make sure you go to form validation, you'll hit record, and then you can autofill this form. So either you autofill it with static data based on our regular expression engine and the regular expressions you've defined based on these labels here, first name, last name, username, or you'll hit bind data and automatically bind it into parameters. So we're going to try that. And as you can see, sometimes it hangs, so try and hit it again. Let's hit autofill forms again and see if it can do all the fields. And as you can see, it fills all the forms with kind of gibberish data, but it's not really gibberish. As you can see, it uses for the email, it uses the email format that we specified. For the first name, last name, it uses the name that we specified. For the username, it uses the username regular regexp. And for the password, it uses the password regular expression, right? So now, of course, I can go and stop this test case and just change the data in here if I want to. And I now have a data-driven test case in basically one click, right? So I'll try and just make sure to reload this page. And I'll try again. So that's like a really, really fast way to create a data-driven test case using our autofill functionality. We can of course also say, okay, here I want a postcode, for instance, which doesn't make sense, but let's try it, and it replaces directly in the parameter with the regular expression, and we can now go ahead and see what happens when we run this. So it's really to be able to very flexibly be creating random data, to create data that doesn't necessarily have to repeat itself, and also to test and load forms with a number of different data sets randomly generated to make sure that it supports a lot of conditions. So you can have a lot of fun with these things. But with this, we're going to leave form validation from now, but we'll come back to it perhaps a little bit later